Oh boy, I'm sorry. I guess this is kind of like a part two, an addendum to the video that I shot for you guys in second hour. Just kind of briefly going over everything. I've had a chance now. The day is over. I'm getting ready to leave here in a couple minutes, and I'm going over your story pitches here. And I wanted to go through some stuff, talk with you guys because I know what I know what you guys are thinking. I mean, from what I hear from the groups is, well, can we figure out what our responsibilities are already? And I want to give you that information, but I don't want to give it to you because I want to hold back this information because I feel like it's going to sway the type of news story pitch that I'm going to get. And as I'm looking over some of these right now, out of the 4 that I received yesterday, there is only one that I have approved here. The other ones have some sort of issue in there that needs to be satisfied before I'll approve it, before you guys can break off and go out and start doing stuff. Remember, this episode's theme is life hacks or hack my life. So the point to the episode was to come up with ideas, come up with a segment that will show the audience something that they never knew they could do to make their life better in the first place. Now, you guys got assigned topics, and I want to run through these real quick. Group 1, your productivity hack. How I work. Again, great topic, great separation of how you're going to be kind of going into everything. As usual, you guys hit this one out of the park. I think everything that you've got here makes me feel very, very confident that regardless of who's working on what job, whoever the cameraman is, as opposed to the production person, the person who's going to be on the screen as the host, I feel like you guys could do this with your eyes closed. So I'm very satisfied with this. Group 1, you guys are approved, and you can start shooting. Nice job. Moving numerically through group 2, all right, you guys had the technology hack. Okay, here's a concern that I have with your guys' group. Your inquiry question, what hacks benefit people on a daily basis? The question that I have here is like, what hacks? What do you mean by hacks? I know what you mean, you know what you mean, but the audience doesn't understand what you mean. And when you pick somebody out of a hallway and ask them, hey, what hacks benefit people on a daily basis? They're going to look at you and say, what do you mean? What do you mean, what hacks? I mean, I think what's important here is to drive the point home that these are technology hacks. And when you use the word technology, you need to be specific as to what type of technology. Are we talking about laptop technology, right? You know, technology where you need to sit down in front of it and actually have a couple seconds. Or are we talking about mobile technology, smartphones, iPads, things that we use on an everyday basis? I think by separating this idea down, because right now you're kind of vague, by separating it and making sure that you have a one-track, either smartphone or desktop digital device, I think your segment can be really good. The other thing, and I made this note on multiple groups, but group 2, I want you guys to make sure that at the end of this episode, you're presenting 2 different ideas. You're not just focusing on the hack, but you're also using the other side, the con side, the against side, saying, hey, this is what you can do to make your life better, but understand, do it responsibly, because there are other things that could happen. There are some bad things that could happen. So group 2, you don't have a lot of work, but you have some things to be able to clean over. A couple things just to clean up a little bit. Group 4, the food hack, tasty hacks. I like the catchy headline to it, but I'm a little concerned on exactly what hacks you're talking about here. I know when I talked with a couple people from the group, you guys showed me sort of a screen on your smartphone and referenced sort of a list of food hacks. Look, you guys gave me a list of, and I quote because it's kind of hard to read your handwriting, boiled egg blow hack. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm guessing it means you blow a boiled egg through the shell. Boiled egg shape cup hack. I don't know what that means. Fruit middle. Oh, wait. Okay. fruit middle cup hack, water bottle sucking yolk. I don't know what any of these mean. And I'm not trying to make you guys feel horrible, but this legitimately sounds like you went to the internet and typed in food hacks and copied in numerical order hacks that you don't even know what they mean. Do you use any food hacks on a daily basis? What is your favorite and easiest food hack? Well, what if they don't have a food hack? Look, I think you got to understand who your audience is, and your audience is high school students. High school students don't really eat food. They eat candy. They eat crappy soda drinks and energy drinks. They have bottled water, and sometimes every once in a while they actually might get a hot lunch from the lunch line. Those, I think, are the food hacks that you need to focus on. Or maybe better yet, maybe you can take some just very simple food recipes that could be done up for students to be able to make for their lunch. This doesn't have to be a cooking show, but maybe a very simple way to kind of say, hey, like, you really into ramen noodles? Here's a way to spice up a very basic ramen noodle recipe where you just put water in it and watch the noodles boil. I don't know if a lot of people are going to really resonate with boiled eggs, I don't even know what some of these are. So you guys have a lot of work here to clean up. If you guys know what you're talking about, that's great. It's just what you put here doesn't make me. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, and I would even argue that if you ran this across some people in the class, they're going to have a hard time with you. So hard time understanding what you're talking about. So make sure you guys clean that up, because I just don't understand what you're getting at there. Group 5, getting things done. This was a homework hack, and I guess I like the overall headline, but you guys are using an example photo math that we discussed in class. I don't know exactly how original this idea is, and I think the thing that you're going to have to be very, very careful with, because I know how fast this was put together, Group 5. This was literally done in the last 10 to 15 minutes because a lot of you guys were stuck playing video games for the majority of the hour, waiting for someone in your group to figure it out. I think you guys are going to have to absolutely be careful with the direction that you're treading using an app to do homework for you. If this gets looked at as a way to cheat or to get free credit on an assignment, this is absolutely not going to be played on our video, and you're going to get a 0 for all the hard work or what you think is hard work that you're putting into this. Remember, class as a whole, the Hack My Life episode theme is to present information in a way that makes your life easier. Doesn't get you out of doing things, but makes daily tasks easier. Maybe like doing homework or remembering homework, maybe a specific app that reminds you about things, maybe certain things that helps minute tasks that you don't really want to have to do, but you have to do to get to the other task, get done. I think some of you guys are looking at the end of the year, absolutely waiting for it to hit, and unfortunately some of your ideas, as well thought out as you might think they are, I have absolutely no understanding of what's going on. So out of the 4 groups that turned in news story pitches, there's only one that's approved to work on stuff, and because of that, I cannot show you yet your new group responsibilities. I don't think that's a big deal, because I have all the confidence in the world that Group 1, you guys will hit a home run on this, because your news pitch looked fantastic. So regardless of what your individual responsibilities are, the research that's going to go into today's class period, I think everybody can help out on. The rest of you guys, there's some fine cleaning, some fine tuning that you guys are going to have to work out, and unfortunately, because I'm out of the classroom, you won't hear back from me until tomorrow. So tie up some loose ends on this, guys. I wish you guys luck. I'll see you again Thursday, and hopefully some of these questions will be answered, and you guys will be good to go from there. All right. I am in the school, but not directly in the class. So I hope you guys utilize class time as best as possible. I've already created this video at 10 minutes too long, so I want to sign off here and say I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Clean up some of these news pitches, because I don't understand what's going on with them, and I don't think our audience will either. See ya.